Okay, everyone, we're just going to make sure we're live before we get to Matt Camper. I apologize, everyone. I don't want anybody... Okay, we're live. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Andrew Pollock here, coming from the Random Studio. Let me just minimize this. Let's start all over. Good afternoon, everyone. Andrew Pollock here, coming to you live from the Random Studio in Fresh Meadows. We have problems in the subways this afternoon. A, B, C, D, E, F trains are getting impacted. I just got breaking news over the wires that there's no M train service at all. This is a chaotic afternoon. I'm going to send you right over to Matt Camper right now. Let me just make sure we can get him live, everyone. We're having a problem with Periscope, everyone. I apologize. I don't know what's going on with this. Let me go to Matt Camper's Twitter feed. And my computer's going haywire now because it's... Let's just make sure we can go on his Twitter feed. That will be easier, honestly. We're going to get onto it in just a second.
I'm live or not. So,
okay, you're live, Matt.
You're live. To your viewers and send that to me. Let me know when I'm live. That would be appreciated. I can broadcast to your viewers that way for now. Just a quick note regarding that. YouTube, very quickly. No, please don't. Whoever that is. Thank you for your offer, but I already have somebody taking care of that for me. Thank you. No. But anyway, in regards to my channel, I'm right now headed home. I'm walking home today from work, so I'm not going to be home probably for another... Thank you. For those of you watching on the Andy Randomness channel, thank you for joining us. We are live right now, exclusively on my Periscope and Twitter channel, Matt Camper 1994. Also live on Andy Randomness' YouTube channel. I'm live right now doing a talk and walk, headed back from work. We have major problems on the A, B, C, D, E, and now M trains. So here's what's going on right now, if you're wondering. There is a power loss, apparently, on the 8th Avenue line between 42nd Street, Port Authority Bus Terminal, and 59th Street, Columbus Circle. So that has affected service in significant ways now, folks. Since I last updated it about 15-20 minutes or so ago, it has changed dramatically, at least in regards to another one has been suspended entirely right now. So let me give you the update very quickly. I'm also on my phone, so I'm going through my email alerts list. I'll also go through my Twitter page, of course, and see what updates I can get for you right now. So, let me tell you what we know right now up to this moment in regards to service changes. So, here's what we know right now. And I'll react to one of them dramatically. A trains are running local only right now between Euclid Avenue and 168th Street in both directions. B trains are running express only right now in both directions between 125th Street and 59th Street, Columbus Circle. If you need to get to any of the local stations on the Central Park West Corridor, including 72nd, 81st, 86th, and those stations in between that as well, and you're at 59th Street, Columbus Circle, please transfer to the 1 train at 59th Street, Columbus Circle. If you're at 125th Street trying to get downtown to those stations, I'm hoping, and again, I haven't heard any word regarding this. I may actually tweet New York City Transit regarding this and see, because this is a major problem right now. So I want to see if New York City Transit potentially is, as you know, with the... Oh, hold on. We have another update. Okay, I'll give you that update in a second, but let me react to this very quickly. I'll tweet in a moment New York City Transit and see if you know those block tickets you get when there's land service changes? I'm hoping they are doing that for this instance, because especially for those trying to get to from 125th Street, you're screwed right now. You don't have the service. You're only going express only right now, completely. So the only way you can get there is via the 1 train. You got to figure out a way to get to the 1 train. I don't know 100% certain, at least, where the 1 train stops for at 125th Street, but I'm going to tweet New York City Transit in a few moments to check on that for you all. In regards to the C-Train is suspended entirely right now. Again, C-Train services is suspended entirely right now because of this. This also on the E line. There are a couple of service changes with the E, so please know that. You'll have to listen to the announcements to get the latest information regarding your train if you're going along the E right now. Some E trains are stopping along the F line from West 4th Street to 42nd and 50th Street, Rockefeller Center, then by the M to 5th Avenue, 53rd Street. Some E trains are also stopping along the F line between West 4th Street and Jackson Heights, Roosevelt Avenue. And this is the new information I got a little while ago. And this was what I was just reacting to regarding this, which is stupid. There was no reason to do this, in my opinion. And who made the decision? I don't think that's the right decision at all to do this. But M-Train service is suspended between Delancey Street, Essex Street, and Forest Hill 71st Avenue. And here's the thing I have to say regarding that. The M-Train doesn't even stop. This is affecting the B and the D right now mostly, which most of those, I believe, go along the express tracks. Why are they suspending the M train, which goes along the local tracks? Could it be, and I'm speculating at this point, but could it be to make room for the E trains? Could it be? I don't know. But what is New York City Transit thinking on that? That doesn't make any sense to suspend N train service, because actually, I wasn't thinking of this at the time, but you actually do have some service at 5th Avenue, 53rd Street right now. You do have some service, but you don't have the service that you would normally have right now there. And again, New York City Transit said this in the email: please anticipate longer travel times this afternoon due to the power problems affecting our systems on the 8th Avenue line. And crews are on the scene working right now to fix this. And we just got this information in moments ago. So this, let me see if there's any new information other than this. Okay, this is new information. This is actually something that I'm glad that they're doing. Because you need to get service back at ASAP. It's the evening rush. They are bringing generators into the 50th Street and 42nd Street Port Authority bus terminal. Again, they are bringing generators in to 50th Street and 42nd Street Port Authority bus terminal to migrate the power loss and keep our trains moving. I would expect, though, there will be still service disruptions even if the generators are back. Some trains will run along the normal route. Some trains will run along the service changes. But that's going on right now. They have to get the generators in before they can get some of the service back. So I don't know how long that will take, potentially. But New York City Transit might know that this might take a while. So they're doing the right thing, getting generators in. But it's still going to take some time to get the generators up and running before they can get service back. Some of the service back, at least. So, just again, please, if you can, avoid the 8th Avenue corridor right now. If you can. What I would suggest right now is, especially if you're in Manhattan, there's going to be overcrowding on all the other lines, including the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and the N, Q, R, and W, and the F. So, the best thing I would do if you're in Manhattan right now, and you are within 20 blocks of a destination, I mean, if you're like at Penn Station trying to get, let's say, to like, for example, like Rockefeller Center or something like that, just walk. Just walk right now. That's what I would do. That's what I would do right now if you're desperate to get there within the time you need to. Just walk right now. Don't even deal with the subways at this point right now, because we don't know how long this will go on. And again, there are generators coming in, but we don't know how long that will take to get that running. So, just, if you're within 20 blocks or somewhere, let's say you're trying to get to Rockefeller Center from Penn, just walk. Just walk right now. That's what I would suggest. Just walk. I wouldn't take the subways right now, at least. At least the good thing is, right now, I would suggest also, right now, the good news is, as you know, the Mets do play tonight. Oh, here's a problem too, folks. I was just thinking of this. I forgot about that. The Yankees play tonight at Yankee Stadium too at 6:35. People are going to be screwed along the B and the D. Right now, if you're trying to get to Yankee Stadium right now, for first pitch, which is at 6:35 right now, you're trying to get to Yankee Stadium. Best thing right now is I would suggest taking the 4 line, which will get you directly to Yankee Stadium. Please take the 4 line. That's my suggestion right now. If you're trying to get to Yankee Stadium, just take the 4 line instead of the B or the D. You're not going to get to Yankee Stadium with the B or the D right now. It's going to take you double the time. And Andy, welcome back. I was just mentioning, for those trying to get to Yankee Stadium, if you're trying to get to Yankee Stadium tonight for a 6:35 first pitch, take the 4 line, which will take you directly to Yankee Stadium. Because you're not going to get there with the B or the D right now. You're not going to get there with the B or the D right now. If you're trying to get to Citi Field, at least the good news is right now, the 7... Yeah, and I also mentioned earlier, if you're, for example, trying to get to Rockefeller Plaza from Penn, just walk. Just walk. Don't take the subway right now. It's going to be heavily crowded on all the other lines because of this problem. It's going to be heavily crowded. You don't want that. So I would suggest just walk if you're trying, let's say, to get to Rockefeller Center from Penn right now. That's what I would do. At least if you're trying to get to Citi Field, first pitch 7:10. The good news is the 7, no issues right now as far as I know. The good news is, again, no issues on the 7. So good idea. Yeah, please don't take the M5 or M7, Andy's suggesting. Overcrowded on the M5 or M7. Please don't take the New York City buses overall in Manhattan right now, because it's going to get overcrowded in regards to that as well. Again, as I was saying with Citi Field, Met game, first pitch 7:10. Good news is 7:10 as far as I know right now. No issues. So if you need to get to Citi Field, you normally take the E. Well, you shouldn't really be taking the E, but if you normally take the 7 from Times Square to get to Citi Field, no problems. You will not have any service issues right now with the 7. Just take the 7 right now if you're trying to get to Citi Field. In regards to if you're trying to come from the west, from the east, say Kew Gardens, Forest Hills, Jamaica, and you were planning on taking the subway to get to the Jackson Heights Roosevelt Avenue for the E, my best suggestion right now is, I don't know how bad that will be, so don't take that risk. I would suggest please take instead, and there'll be a lot more overcrowding, especially in Queens right now on the E. So I would suggest, if you're at Jamaica right now and you're planning on going to the Met game tonight, which is at 7:10 at Citi Field, please take the Long Island Railroad to Woodside. At Woodside, transfer there for the 7. You have the option of the 7 local or 7 express. I would suggest the 7 Express because it's 10 minutes from Woodside. It will get you to Citi Field within 10 minutes after you get to Woodside. So if you're at Jamaica, just take the Long Island Railroad right now to Woodside and take it from Woodside. Take the 7 Express. That will get you to Citi Field within 10 minutes after you get off the Long Island Railroad at Woodside right now. That's what I would do. Kew Gardens or Forest Hills, same thing. I would probably say do the same thing maybe. That's probably what I would do. Just don't even rely on the E right now because I don't know how bad it will be. It's going to take a while, obviously, as I said, to get the E back. So, at least some of the service back in the E. As I said, there are portable generators being brought to 42nd Street Port Authority Bus Terminal and 50th Street right now, according to New York City Transit. Still, we don't know how long that will take to set up and get that running. I don't know. I'm not an expert, as you know, with portable generators and stuff, so I can't tell you how long that takes to get that stuff up and running. But it's not gonna. I would expect that these service changes in the meantime will continue. So it's a major mess right now. And again, those of you asking about, and I know Andy asked this question earlier regarding the Long Island Railroad cross-honoring situation. I would not expect that. That's a good question. Yeah, good point, Andy. If you need to avoid the E, if you're at Kew Gardens or Forest Hills, take the Q60. If you're trying to get to Jamaica from Kew Gardens or Forest Hills subway stations, take the Q60. Thank you for that suggestion, Andy. As you know, Andy's more of a familiar person, of course, with the buses in Queens. I'm not. I just know some of the alternative routes in regards to the subway system. So I can't give you all the suggestions in regards to buses and everything else in Queens and Manhattan. So I can just give you the subway station. Yes, thank you, Andy. I didn't realize that. Q60 stops at Jamaica Station. So you can do that too. So if you need to get the Kew Gardens to Forest Hills from Jamaica, take the Q60. That's what I would do. Thank you for that suggestion, Andy. I wasn't at first thinking about that. Also, as I'm speaking to you, I'm also right now sending a tweet to New York City Transit. This is a very interesting question regarding, is the block, those blocks basically where you can transfer from one line to another, one station to another outside the system, so you don't have to get charged again? That's a very good question because I hope New York City Transit is doing that because this is a huge problem, especially for those who can't use the B along the 8th Avenue corridor right now. Well, I'm just checking I'm going to tweet them right now, and as soon as I get an answer from them, I'll let you all know regarding that. Actually, let me do this. This is better. Are the agents handing out block tickets or cards to those Central Park West right now, especially from 125th Street. So, I just sent them a tweet. As soon as I get an answer on that, I'll let you all know regarding that, because that is a very interesting question. I'm hoping they are, because this is something you need to hand out right now, because this is a major service disruption, You can't get along Central Park West right now. You can't. They're not stopping at the local stations along Central Park West at all right now. So you can't really. Yeah, they need to be. I'm hoping they are. As soon as I get an answer regarding that, I'll let you all know again about that as well. And very quick note. I forgot to mention this. I tweeted this out, Matt Camper 1994, this afternoon. This is the first time I've ever seen this, but New York City Transit actually revealed there have been a lot of signal issues at Church Avenue, somewhere in that area, on the G and F and G. They sent out to the public a results on what happened. So I tweeted that out early this afternoon. Do you want to take a look at that? That's on my Twitter page, Matt Camper 1994. You can take a look at that. That is something I'm hoping they do. At least tell people, at least send out a PDF or whatever to tell people what the results are if they do an investigation or something. So if it's not a fatal issue, if it's like a signal problem or something that keeps on happening, something like they did this afternoon, I hope they keep on doing that. Some other updates, let's see if we can get you any right now regarding the issue. That's a good, I don't know about that, I'm not going to react to that. Did the E-Train die? It's been 3 minutes away from 10 minutes. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, yeah, somebody asked regarding the E-Train. Says, did the E-Train die? It's been 3 minutes away for 10 minutes on 53rd 7th. So that's a 53rd Street, 7th Avenue. So that's a 7th Avenue, 7th Avenue, 53rd Street. So that's a good question. Depends where this train was going. Was it going southbound or northbound? Because then there will be a good point there. That would be a good point. I'm presuming he's going southbound. If that's the case, that's because of this issue. You can't really backtrack at this point. You're stuck there. Why is that train stuck there still? I don't know. What about Uptown R&W from 23rd Street to 42nd Street? The R&W is not affected. So anybody asking regarding the R and the W, the R and the W is not affected. So the R&W, again, is not affected by this. So if you're trying to get from, for example, trying to think of a station in that area, you're trying to get along the 6 trains, no, they are not affected by this. The 6 trains are not affected either. This is affecting the 8th Avenue corridor. That includes the A, B, C, D, and E trains. And also the F and the M. The only reason it affects the F and the M, the F, there are some E trains running along the F line either between West 4th Street, Port Authority, West 4th Street, and 47th, 50th, and then along the M to 5th Avenue, 53rd Street, or along the F from West 4th to Jackson Heights, Roosevelt Avenue. The M is affected because it's suspended. Hold on, New York City Transit just sent me a tweet. I thought, oh, you gotta be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. They are not giving block tickets? You gotta be kidding me. That is absolutely absurd. So for those of you at 125th Street along the B, you're screwed. You have to pay extra. The R train at 50, no, that's not affecting either. This is only affecting the 8th Avenue corridor. And what I'm talking about now is New York City Transit just sent me a tweet. I asked them about the block tickets, if they are giving people out that, especially for those trying to get south of 125th Street along the B and try to get to a local station along Central Park West. They're not. That is absolutely absurd. There is no apparent reason for that. They should be. I said already, I'm sorry, no, it's not affecting the R at 59th Street and 5th Avenue. No, the R is running normally right now. So, if you're trying to get to Forest Hill 71st Avenue, right now, since the M is suspended, you can take the E, F, or R. I would suggest the F or the R because the E will not help you right now, especially if you're along the 8th Avenue corridor right now. This is absolutely crazy. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this, but I'm speculating this could be related to Con Ed potentially. This could be, but I don't know for certain if this is a Con Ed related or if this is on New York City Transit's end. Again, I'm speculating it could be on Con Ed's end potentially. But, again, that's speculative. We have some tweets coming in from people, so let me get them to you. Yeah, Jason Wobitowitz sent me a thing earlier. Thank you. Somebody. Yeah. Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, it's been bad. But I don't know, again, as I said a few seconds ago, I don't know. This could be potentially on Con Ed's end. And, as you know, Con Ed controls the power in the area, obviously, so it could be on Con Ed's end. It could be on New York City Transit end. We don't know. It's crazy. Again, as you know, the Long Island Railroad, starting today, actually has a new president. And I've been noticing, since he took office, probably at 9 a.m. this morning, officially, there hasn't been any major problems, at least. There was one minor one that was fixed pretty quickly, west of Woodside, but there hasn't been any major issues, at least so far today, on the Long Island Railroad. Just some very good news, at least. So, again, yes, they keep on raising fare, exactly. And remember, last time, this was last year, the Long Island Railroad customers got screwed by this mostly. It was all, basically Long Island Railroad, Metro North, they got screwed by this. And the service is just absolutely absurd. But New York City Transit, in regards to that block tickets, if, for example, you don't have service along the Central Park West corridor right now, you don't have any service. And they're not giving you a block ticket, which is absolutely absurd. They should be allowing you to go to the nearby one station and go out of the system. But they're not doing that. That is stupid. There is no apparent reason for that. It should be. I would be doing that, telling the agent, please give blocking tickets out to those who need to get along Central Park West right now so they can walk over to the one line. That's what I would be doing, but nope. New York City Transit's not doing that. I don't know why. That's absolutely absurd. No apparent reason for this. Yeah, and Omar Vera, who, if you don't know him, he's actually one of the people who speak a lot, one of the public speakers a lot at the MTA committee meetings and the board meeting, of course, too. He said this to me: WTF. So A trains are running local, while B and D trains are running express along Central Park West? Yes, it's a lot of that, yes. Stuff that I don't understand. No block tickets, you're not allowed to. Basically, you have to pay again just to get, if you want to avoid it, go out of the system and then go to one line, you have to pay again. That's BS. Suspending the M line is BS. There's no reason for that. That's just stupid. Who's making that decision? Could it be Andy Byford? Maybe. But maybe not. Maybe it might be the people basically in the rail control center who make that decision that we're shutting down the That's BS. There's no reason for that. You don't need to suspend the M. That doesn't affect the M. I can understand suspending the C because the C is affected, obviously. But the M, that's BS. There is no reason to suspend the M, in my opinion. Vincent Ronio said, "What's going with this?" And then he just said again to somebody, "Why?" I don't know what he's talking about. I'm trying to figure out. Okay. Oh, I know what he's talking about now. Okay. Now I know what he's talking about. Okay. So, let's get back to the tweets. I apologize, everybody, but I had a kind of, everybody, and thank you for the comments on asking if this is affecting your line, and thank you very much for that, because if you don't know, you're not going to know. It's better if you ask somebody, whether it's me, New York City Transit, somebody, but better you ask me, because I'll give you the honest answer and tell you what I'm at least understanding in regards to how this is affecting everybody's commute. And this is going to be a mess. We don't know how long this is going to go on. The portable generators, again, as I said, going actively right now, going to 42nd Street Port Authority bus terminal on 50th Street. But we don't know how long that will take to get the portable generators up and running, and then get some of the service back. I'm not taking anyone. If you don't know me, if you're a New York City Transit rider, you don't know me, so I'm just gonna kind of in a quick thing. Yeah, thank you for the questions. If you're asking yourself, no. What I'm doing is kind of covering for everybody, and I'm kind of, if you don't know me, I kind of, as you know, mostly cover the Long Island Railroad situations all the time in regards to, obviously, on Periscope, Twitter, and also on YouTube, Matt Camper. But for this afternoon, because this, in a way, I don't know, this could potentially, in a way, affect the Long Island Railroad. I don't know yet. Depends what happens in these service changes. It could affect the Long Island Railroad, so I wanted to come on to cover this for you all and give you the honest basically involved right now. Yes, I'm going to be home within the next 20 minutes or so. So it's a situation which I bet is going to continue. Yes, this is absolutely, completely chaotic, Andy. And again, I'm on my way home right now. I just passed, if you're wondering, I'm back in my hometown. And I'm about, maybe at the very most, 20 minutes away from my studios. So as soon as I get back to my studios, again, I'm going to leave here. If you're watching on Andy's channel, I'm going to, for a few minutes, hand it back over to Andy in Fresh Meadows and let him give you the latest information if you're on Andy's Randomness' YouTube channel. And then, as soon as I get everything set up, get on the air and everything, I'll have Andy send it back to me. Back to my studios in East Meadow. And again, we'll be simulcasting once we get there on my YouTube channel as well. We're going to probably simulcast up until about 6:30 or so. I have something to do this evening, no problem. For those, thank you me for that, for the coverage. Thank you. for the comments. But again, 6:30, probably around 6:30, 6:40 or so. I have an event to go to this evening, so I'm going to unfortunately have to leave the air at around that time. I'll tweet out, of course, on my Twitter page at that time, after that time, and I'll give you updates as we get it. And of course, if Andy wants to take over the coverage back in Fresh Mills at that time, I'll let him do that. And of course, I'll try to contribute to the coverage as much as I can, of course, over with Andy. And I'll give you the updates. But for right now, I'm on my way home, so that's why we're only here on Periscope and Twitter. We're also simulcasting live on Andy Randomness' YouTube channel. And in about 25 minutes or so, we'll also be simulcasting on my YouTube channel as well. We want to give you all the latest information on what I'm hearing from everybody right now in regards to this. Another question on Twitter. Are the D trains affected by the current power situation? Yes, the D is affected. The D is affected. I do not know how the D is affected by this right now. In regards to service, I know delays. There are delays, of course, along the D. In regards to service changes, I don't know what the service changes. I haven't heard any service changes in regards to the D at this moment. So, if I hear anything yes, I will definitely, Andy. But okay, so
Okay, everyone, we're having technical difficulties with Matt Camper's feed, so I may have to take it over from here at this point if we can't get the Periscope feedback on. Boy, I mean, what more can you say about what has been going on this afternoon? A, B, C, D, E, all affected because, again, we have a power outage regarding stations going between 59th Street, Columbus Circle, and Port Authority, 42nd Street. What I may have to do is, I may have to go just from the Twitter feed itself, like I was earlier on Chrome. So you see here, my thing over there. See, I have enough CPU. Maybe I should just go back to 264 then. I don't know. Let me cut it out and I'll come right back. Okay, I'm back, everyone. Sorry about that. I figured if I change my encoder to X264, maybe we'll get Matt Camper's feedback. I don't know. It's worth a shot, everyone. If you can't hear my mic, I apologize. This computer, the only negative thing is, oh, we're going to turn down your level. That's the problem. Now you guys can hear me better. From now on, that's what I'm going to have to do with this computer when I do a live stream or anything in particular. I had a video regarding the weather I was going to post until this chaos came up. This is the second part of the stream. I apologize. I wanted to fix the encoder settings because apparently the encoder is just having a temper tantrum. So I have to change this. Let's see if we can get Matt back on. This is just ridiculous. This better work.
Tonight against, I believe, the Miami Marlins at 6:35 p.m. at Yankee Stadium. If you want to avoid the B and the D, which is having major problems right now, please take the 4 train to Yankee Stadium. It'll take you directly to Yankee Stadium. If you want to also avoid taking the B or the D, and you're coming from Penn Station, my best suggestion is walk up to Grand Central 42nd Street and take the 4 from Grand Central 42nd Street. If you're coming from Penn Station right now. Take the 4 from there, I believe, as well, if I'm correct. Let's see, some other updates. Okay, somebody tweeted saying our northbound N train has been sitting at 34th Street for 10 minutes. Is there a delay? New York City Transit didn't respond to that question. Also, another tweet saying, my daughter spent over an hour getting from Columbus Circle to 42nd Street on the 1. Is this really considered good service? I don't know what that, and maybe it's high customer volume along the 1 because of the service suspension. I don't know, maybe. But, again, it shouldn't take an hour just to get, it should take like maybe, even if there's high customer volume, maybe 20 minutes at the most. Let's see, no other updates right now in regards to, let's see, we got some more tweets. Okay, let's see what we have, folks. That's a good question. Okay, if the B is running express from 59th to 125th Street, why can't A run express? Where is the logic? Yeah, so here's the thing. Okay, so that's what I wasn't thinking at first. I apologize, everybody, for that rant I said about if you're trying to... Okay, so this is better. Okay, I wasn't thinking of this at first. So, if you need to get to local stations along Central Park West, I wasn't thinking of this at the time, and you're traveling downtown, or uptown for that matter. If you're coming uptown, transfer from the B at 59th Street Columbus Circle and take the A. If you're coming from 125th Street, trying to get along the Central Park West Corridor.
Okay, everyone, Matt Sting is having a problem again. I want to quickly mention something. I know Matt didn't talk about this. Yeah, desktop audio is going crazy. I'll keep that there. Let me just mute him for a sec, because again, the Periscope's just having a bit of a problem today, obviously. I want to quickly mention, if I can get back to Matt, if you can, and I know it sounds crazy for me to say this, I tried mentioning this to Matt, but I didn't realize this earlier. If you can get to Grand Central on the 7 right now, if you can, please take the Hudson line to Yankee Stadium. If you can. I'm saying if. I don't know if... The best thing I would do right now, if you're at Grand Central Station right now, please go to the ticket booth. Please go to the ticket booth and tell them, again, the B and the D are having problems. Can't you get me up to Yankee Stadium for the game tonight? That's what I would do at this point. Or... if they're telling you to take the Lexington Avenue line and take the 4 train, take the 4 train. But also, again, you have Metro North. You can take the Hudson line. I wouldn't recommend it at this point, but with regards to what's going on this afternoon, it's just, with the chaos, I don't know. So we're going to get back to Matt, everyone, because, again, his Periscope is going chaotic. I don't know what's going on with it.
He means something Boulevard, Archer Avenue, and JFK. That answer, I don't know. I do not know that answer.
Again, we're having a lot of problems with this Periscope today. We may have to go on Internet Explorer